Hey, how's it going? It's Cork Graham again, and a little more talking about Treasure Quest Snake Island, the real story. I'm out moose hunting with my buddy Ziggy. He's out hanging right there, and we're just watching the bowl, and we're just waiting for the magic hour when the bulls start coming out. But anyway, um, let's talk about Treasure Quest. As you know, we got the lawsuits going against Discovery Communications for all the bogus stuff that was happening down in Argentina and even Brazil. And they, of course, have countersued, trying to shut me up. They're trying to yank my book, So You Want to Be a Reality TV Star. Subtitle, Everything I Learned About Sex, Drugs, Fraud, Rock and Roll, and Vipers as team leader of Discovery Channel's Treasure Quest Snake Island. And of late, they're still running the show that they shot down in Bolivia with Sean Cowles, and who's the new team leader, and then we've got Jeremy, who's he's riding it, and it's interesting. The way I've got it is the reason he's even still on the show is because he's got them by the balls, and the reason he's got them by the balls is because he's the one who smuggled the artifacts from Peru to Argentina using his brother James Whalen, aka Kendall D. McKibben. So I'm waiting to see when the FBI gets in on this. I'm waiting to see when Interpol gets in on this. And pardon me if I'm being quiet a bit, because I am actually hunting moose right now. But it's a big question. How far will Discovery Channel go? And how long does it take the federal government to come in? And I'm talking about the FTC, I'm talking about the FCC. Because if you're producing shows that are fake, and you're advertising them, and you're selling them to your advertisers as real documentaries, is that not fraud? What is it when you actually hire people, i.e. myself and the rest of the cast, and you tell us we're going on a treasure hunt and we're doing a treasure hunting documentary, but then we find out within 2 weeks of production that it's totally scripted, there's no documentary involved in here, and the original idea is actually is true. The story of Alicia Garcia, according to all the documentation that's already been provided for the last 50 years, initially with Paul Thierry, or in Portuguese down there they call it Tihi, and he was the one that was initially hunting the Tesoro do Sombrio and or the Treasure of the Trinity, the Tesoro de Trindade. How it's just wild that I've done some radio shows. I've got a radio show now that I'll link in on this. It was with Bill Myers, and they even had Captain Bill from Doomsday Preppers from over there on National Geographic, come on and talk with me about it. But it's interesting that we got reality shows, and Tim Ralston. It's like Discovery and History Channel don't vet their quote actors or specialists. Tim Ralston just got busted for stolen valor, saying he was a PJ, and what was he? He was a air traffic controller, I think was the reality. And then we got Brett Tudor on ours, who's the PJ wannabe, and I'm really interested on his exit from the Air Force, because all he did was basic. I was in frickin' 5 years in Central America in a frickin' hot war, and I got to come back and deal with these neons. It's just unbelievable. So anyway, keep on following me over at corkgraham.com, corkgraham.com/news. Follow me on Facebook. I've got an author page right there. That's my author page, and that's where I post a lot of it. I got this new YouTube channel that I'm posting on. Follow me over there. And this video I'll post also directly on my Facebook page, the author page, and then I'll post it over at Treasure Quest Snake Island hyphen the real story at YouTube. And I'm just waiting to see when the federal government starts to realize how far a media corporation has gone into corruption. This is media corruption. This is corporate corruption. And in my honest opinion, it's all occurred under the helm of CEO Dave Zasloff. I mean, think about it. This guy made $42 million last year. The next guy below him made $8 million. I mean, I've worked for corporations. You know, like if you make 42 million, 45 million, the next guy below you normally makes about 30 million, 32 million, whatever he's able to negotiate on his stock options. But there's some freaking interesting freaking business practices over at Discovery Communications. I'm really curious to see how they're playing this game. You know, John D. Rockefeller of media. Think about that. So, hasta la vista from Ziggy and me while we're out moose hunting on the Great White North of Alaska. Ciao.